Hey, what's going on, guys? It's HawksNest here, back with another Call of Duty mobile video. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about a brand new weapon that's actually coming inside of Call of Duty Mobile very soon, and I'll actually be showing you guys some gameplay that I was actually able to get from the Korean version of Call of Duty Mobile. And I do want to give a big thank you to Pierre. His YouTube channel will be linked down below. He was actually able to help me essentially get onto the Korean version of Call of Duty Mobile to actually test out the brand new Chopper LMG. And a big thank you to Murderblast as well. He actually supplied some of the videos that you guys are actually going to see inside of this video, basically showing some of the upcoming lucky draws and just a little bit more information about Season 7, I guess. So if you guys didn't already know, a new LMG is coming inside of Call of Duty Mobile. It is called the Chopper LMG. I think it might have been called the Chainsaw in Call of Duty Ghosts. I'll go ahead and check real quick. Okay, yeah, so it was called the Chainsaw in Call of Duty Ghosts, but it will be called the Chopper inside of COD Mobile. It's a really unique LMG in that you can't really ADS with the weapon. I'll kind of go over exactly how it works, and I'll be letting you guys some of the stats that I actually found when I was testing the weapon. I don't plan on doing a full breakdown of the gun inside of this video, but I will show you guys essentially some of the things that I did find and whether or not I think it's a good LMG just off my my very first impressions and first few tests. But if you guys want to see the full stat breakdown of the weapon when it does actually come out, I will be doing a video covering it once again when it does come out. So make sure to drop a sub down below if you guys want to see that when it does come out. But anyway, let's just go ahead and talk about some of the things that I did actually find out about this weapon. Okay, so first of all, I did actually use the weapon inside of the upcoming training room inside of COD Mobile, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually put any attachments on the gun inside of this mode. So anything you see with this weapon will be the base version of it, meaning there's no foregrip, there's no like extended mag, there's no quick draw, nothing like that. So just should be a base chopper as far as I'm aware. And some of the things that I noticed is, number one, it has a super fast reload. Number two, it has a 100 round mag, which is going to be tied for the biggest along with the RPD. The fire rate that I got for the weapon is right around 735 rounds per minute, which, if you're curious, is going to be just higher than the HVK, but just lower than the S36. The S36 is 750 and the HVK is 711, so right in between those two weapons. So as you can tell, it is quite fast firing. It's actually going to be the second fastest firing LMG, of course, behind the S36. And if you're curious, the RPD, which I consider to be the best LMG inside of COD Mobile right now, the RPD actually has a fire rate of 659 RPM, and once again, Chopper is 735, so as you can tell, it does shoot quite a bit faster. So I wasn't actually able to test the damage necessarily, but what I was able to do was actually test how many bullets it takes to take down the targets inside of the training room, and the nearest target that I could actually shoot was 11 meters away, and it did actually take 5 bullets to take down this target. So at 11 meters, it will take 5 bullets to kill someone. And the farthest target that I was able to shoot was going to be at 52 meters, and it took 6 bullets to take down, which is actually really impressive at that range. So basically what this means is that from 11 to 52 meters, it will take either 5 or 6 bullets to kill, and that's not factoring in like headshots. Obviously, I don't know what the headshot multiplier is yet, and we will be breaking that down in the future when I can fully test the weapon. But for most of the time, it should take 5 to 6 bullets from 11 to 52 meters, which is very impressive. From 0 to 11 meters, I don't know if it'll take 4 bullets or not. Again, I wasn't actually able to test this range just because the nearest target I could shoot was 11 meters, and the farthest target was 52 meters, so from 52 and beyond, I'm not able to test that. But if you are curious what this looks like compared to like the RPD, because once again, I think that's the best LMG currently in the game, the time to kill graph of the RPD will be on the right, and the approximated time to kill graph of the Chopper will be on the left. So as you can tell, that 327 millisecond time to kill is going to be pretty bad up close, but once again, it could actually have a faster time to kill from like 0 to 11 meters. Again, just wasn't able to test that. But anyway, from about 11 meters to 35 meters, the time to kill seems like it's super good. So that's going to be the breakdown for like the damage and the fire rate. Now let's go ahead and look at the recoil and basically how the gun works, because it is pretty unique compared to every other gun inside of COD Mobile. So this weapon is technically hip fire only, and when I say that, what I mean is like you don't actually ADS with the weapon. So essentially when you actually press the ADS button, the gun will like do a half scope in animation where it like zooms in a little bit, but you don't actually use a scope or anything. But the interesting thing about this is when you do this, your gun actually does have the ADS mechanics kick in. And what I mean by this is that the shots won't be random like when you're typically hip firing. The shots will actually go where the center of your crosshair is. So as you can see right now when I'm spraying this target, the shots are always going where the center of my screen is. So the gun still like ADSs technically, but the animation doesn't really make it look like it's ADSing. So you're still going to get that ADS accuracy. It's just, it visually doesn't look like it. And what I noticed is that the hip fire is really bad, but when you do actually scope in, again, it just seems like it's just like any other normal recoil. But once again, it just does look a little weird. And in terms of the recoil, I found it to be pretty manageable for like the first 10 bullets or so. Like I was definitely getting some pretty consistent groupings when I actually was trying to control the recoil. But then after that, it does get really sporadic. So this definitely seems like a gun that you're going to want to burst with. And I was just spraying the targets from long distance around like 50-40 meters, right around there. And I definitely was finding some success doing that. So it definitely seems like this weapon won't be something that you can absolutely like just spray and pray with, but if you do know how to burst efficiently, this could be a weapon that you can effectively use at mid to long range. And then obviously close range you could use it because as long as it's not like the MSMC, like the recoil is not going to be hard to control at all up close. And again, the up close time to kill seems like it's not great, but right around that mid range area from like 11 to like 30 meters, it definitely seems like that's where it's kind of in its prime. Another thing too is this weapon is actually going to be coming to a lucky draw as well, so we do actually have footage of that, once again courtesy of Murder Blast. So if you guys want to see what that looks like, you can see it right here. But yeah, so once again, my overall impressions of this weapon is it seems like it's going to be a extremely unique LMG. It also seems like the mobility is pretty good on it. Obviously I wasn't able to like fully test the mobility, like how fast you're going to be moving and stuff like that, but it does seem like it has a really big mag. It has a really fast reload. It seems like the movement speed wasn't bad at all. I won't be able to test that until we actually get the weapon, but it definitely seems like this could be the aggressive go-to LMG, just considering that it does have really good time to kill mid-range. Recoil is not bad at all. Mobility seems decent, and I'm also kind of curious to see if you can actually add like a foregrip and a quick draw on this weapon, just because you do hold the weapon kind of weird. So it would kind of make sense if maybe you couldn't add any attachments to it, but if you can add like a quick draw to this thing, I could definitely see it being a extremely viable mid-range aggressive LMG. We will see if it actually has traits that make it more favorable than like ARs, because obviously if you're playing a little bit more aggressive but want to play mid-range, ARs are kind of the go-to, or the Cordite or RUS. But once again, we will kind of see a little bit more how good this weapon actually is when we do actually get our hands on it, and when I can actually do a full comprehensive breakdown of the weapon, which once again will be coming in the future. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like and a sub down below, and with all of that being said, I will see you guys later. Peace.